Alrighty, guys. Do some solo insane. Alright, guys, we're gonna do Ben Drown Part 2. I'm going to post what happened and link to the video footage, but everything got too real for me last night. I think I'm done messing around with this. I passed out pretty much immediately after making that threat. Last night, however, I had a dream about that elegy of emptiness statue. I dreamed it was following me, that I would be minding my own business when I felt my neck hairs stand up on end. I would turn around and that thing, that horrible lifeless statue, would be merely inches away, staring right at me with those empty eyes. In my dream, I remember calling it Ben. Never before have I had a dream I can remember so vividly. The important thing is that I did get some sleep, I suppose. Today, putting off playing the game as long as I could, I drove back to that neighborhood to see if that old man returned. As I expected, the car was still gone and no one was home. As I walked back to my car, the man next door came out up and asked me if I was looking for someone. I told him I was looking to talk to the old man that lives there. He told me what I already knew. He was moving, trying a different avenue. I asked if the old man had any family or relatives I could talk to. I discovered this old man had never been married, nor did he ever have any children or grandchildren, starting to become worried. I asked one final question, one I should have asked from the beginning. Who is Ben? The man expressed his turns grim, and I learned that 4 doors down, around 8 years ago, on April 23rd, the man informed me that it was the same day as his anniversary, which is why he knew the specific date. There was an accident with a young boy named Ben in the neighborhood. Shortly after, oh, wait, where was I? Shortly after his parents moved, despite any further attempts to talk to the man to get more information, he wouldn't log anything else. I went back home and started playing the games again. I loaded up the game and immediately jumped at the sequence where the mass files by. The sound that played was not the normal whoosh sound, but something much more high pitched. I pressed start and braced for the worst, but Just like 2 nights ago, the files, your turn, and Ben were displayed. Truth be told, I looked at the Ben file earlier and it seemed to fluctuate between displaying the owl icon and not. I brought up the Ben file and hesitated for a moment as I noticed the stats were not the same as they were 2 days ago. It looked like he had already completed Stone Tower Temple this time. Summoning my courage, I selected it. Immediately I was thrust into complete chaos. Sure enough, I was outside Stone Tower Temple, but that's about all that was expected. The area itself wasn't called Stone Tower Temple, but rather Stone, and immediately a dialogue box of complete gibberish I couldn't make out greeted me. Link's body was distorted. His back was crooked violently to the side, and his posture was permanently disfigured. Link's expression was dull, almost monotonous. What? He had an expression on his face. I didn't recognize it. It was a blank look, as if he were dead. As Link stood there, his body spasmed urgently back and forth. I examined what had become of my avatar and noticed a C button item I never saw before. It was some kind of note, but pressing it did nothing. Sounds played back and forth that I didn't recognize from the game. They were almost demonic nature. There was some kind of high-pitched yip or some kind of laugh or something playing in the background too. I had all of the 2 minutes to take in those environments before another of those frightening elegy of emptiness statues was summoned. Immediately after, I was cut to the dawn of a new day screen, except this time without the whatever that symbol is subtext. And unfortunately, guys, that's all I had time for because it is late and I can't be filming at this hour because I'm not gonna get enough sleep. So, I hope that I can get more in. So let's see. Sky Cloud, who's that? You're mod, so I know I met you before. I was a Duco scrub in Clown Town. This scene would normally play after the first time you traveled back in time. Tattle would say, What just happened? It's as if everything has, but instead of saying started over, she finished her remark in broken text as the laugh of the happy mad salesman played in the background. I was put back in control of my character, but from a screwed up angle, I was looking from behind the door to the clock tower, watching my avatar run around as a Dooku scrub. Seeing as I had no place to go because I couldn't see everything. Would you stop it with the fireworks? And everything? Jeez, I'm trying to read a god dang creepy pasta. Jeez. There, wait. Can I go to, oh, wait. I have to do this? Yeah. Please silence. Let's stand right here. Alright. Where was I? Get inside. There. I was greeted by the happy masked salesman. He simply told me, You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? Before the screen whited out, I was in Terman Field as a Highland again. I might as well have not even been playing the same game anymore. I was being warped around and there was no sign of a clock or anything. I took a moment to get my bearings as I looked around the field, and immediately I could tell this wasn't normal. There were no enemies, and a twisted version of the Happy Mask Salesman theme was playing. I decided to run towards Woodfall before I noticed a gathering of 3 figures off to the side. One of them was Eponia. As I approached them, I saw the Happy Mask Salesman, the Skull Kid, and the Elegy of Emptiness statue standing there as well. I figured maybe they were bugged out, but by then I should have known better. Nevertheless, I approached them carefully and found Skull Kid and Pona were doing some kind of idle animation on loop. The algae of this statue was doing what it had been doing all along, standing there eerily. It was the Happy Mass salmon that scared me profoundly more than the other two. Huh? Wait, other two? But it's three. Huh? What? Was that a slime I just heard? What? God damn it! Yeah. Isn't there like a housing? Yeah, silent. Anyway, uh, he too was idle and wearing that superior grin. However, wherever I moved, his head slowly turned and followed me. I had not engaged in any dialogue with him, nor was I in combat with him. Yet his head still continued to follow my movements, reminding me of the first encounter with the Skull Kid on top of the clock tower. I pulled out my accordion, to which the game played the ding sound that tells you you're supposed to play it, and tried a song I hadn't played yet, the Happy Mass Salmon own song, and the song that had been playing on loop back in day 4, the Song of Healing. And as I finished playing the song, ear-piercing Shrek blasted the TV speaker. Shrek? What is Shrek doing in here? What? They legit spelled it as Shrek. Not Shriek, Shrek. Typos, these people spell. The sky immediately started flashing, and the Happy Mass salesman twisted theme sped up, intensifying the fear inside me. Lynx exploded into flames and died. Again? What? The three figures stayed lit up during the death scene as they watched my lifeless body burn. I can't describe to you how sudden and terrifying the transition from eeriness to terror it is. You're going to have to watch the video if you want to see the first hand. The same fear that caused me to lose sleep 2 days ago is starting to grip me again as I was met with the text. You met with a terrible fate, haven't you? For the third time. There has to be some kind of meaning behind that. I had little time to ponder as I was immediately given another small cutscene of transforming into Zora. And now I found myself in the Great Bay, hesitant but curious to see what the game had in store for me. I slowly made my way towards the beach, where I found Eponia. I wondered why the game had decided to put her here. Was the game implying she was trying to get a drink, unable to take the mask off? I decided that riding the steed wasn't the reason she was placed there. Suddenly I realized Eponia kept hiding. The way she was angled made. It looked like she was trying to signal a point to me that was off in the distance. Okay, number one. How does a statue point? Huh? Say you're a statue, okay? Imagine this. You're a statue and you would like to point, right? But you can't because you're a statue and you can't move. How the heck do you how do you even what? I am so confused. I don't know how you point as a statue, right? Well, I know it's a game, but like it's kind of weird and all. So, alrighty. It was a hunch, but I dove into the water and started swimming. Regardless, my character choked to death and died again. The statue was the only thing that was highlighted in my death. I didn't respond this time. I was booted back to the main menu as if I restarted the console. The title screen was before me, and I knew this the only reason it would put me here is because the save file had changed again. Taking a deep breath, I pressed start and found out I was right. New save file told me about Ben. Now it made sense why the statue appeared when I tried to go to the laundry pool. The game must have anticipated how I would have tried to escape the day 4 clock town. The two save files told me his fate. As I suspected, Ben was dead. He had drowned. The game obviously isn't through with me. It taunts me with the new save file. It wants me to keep playing. It wants me to go further. I'm done with this stuff. Thought, I'm not touching any more of files. This is already way too horrifying for me, and I don't even believe in the paranormal, but I'm running out of explanation. Why would someone send me this message? I don't understand it, and I just get depressed thinking about it. The footage is up here for those who want to see it and try and analyze it. Maybe there's some kind of coded message in gibberish or something. Like it want in what went through, but I'm too emotional and mentally drained to mess around with it anymore. It's already kind of creepy, bro. Oh, that's cool. You can see other people's plots. That's dope. Like you can see what they done with it. Well, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.